Hey guys, Big Rat 3. Oh! 10. Just got done watching Night of Champions. Gotta say, you know what? Overall for the show, I did enjoy it. The first two reviews I saw were by, I didn't see them because I don't like seeing reviews before I watch the show. I just saw the ratings, and they're from ROH Styles and Is Bizarre. And they both, well, Is Bizarre thought it was okay, but ROH Styles really did not like the show, and I went in thinking, okay, and then True Slayer, I saw his video, because I always say True Slayer review, because, you know, his are non-spoiler, which I like. I mean, some people do non-spoiler reviews, but True Slayer, like, rarely makes a video, and he really just fires up different aspects of the match that I just always see the video that I think, personally, seeing a True Slayer video is good before a pay-per-view, if you haven't seen it yet. And I went in thinking the show was going to be okay, and I was wrong, and then I saw, you know, a lot of the other reviews. I'll be honest, there were only 2 reviews that I fully got to see. Everyone else, I'm sorry, I had so much, and I'm so tired. I already had a lot of videos in my subscriptions page before this pay-per-view. I only saw 2, I'll be honest, don't kill me. I will probably see a little more. The only 2 I saw were Sanders Robin and Trademark 629. I started watching Survivor Series 07s, but he had almost like the exact same ratings as Jared. I know they're both in the same Skype chat, because they always are, so they're pretty much going to have the same output on the pay-per-view. So, I just, you know, I was a little tired, so I just said F it. Overall, like I said, I thought the show was good. I thought there was a lot of booking that I thought was nonsensical. A bunch of stuff that made me go, what? But let's get to the show. Okay, we start off with the Legacy versus Big Show and Chris Jericho. A little disappointed that Big Show is the partner. I'm gonna say this: I wanted the six-pack challenge to open the show, but obviously, it couldn't have. If we all knew that, if Big Show's the partner, it couldn't have opened the show, because then it would be obvious that Big Show would be Jericho's partner. But wrestling's done that before. I remember Slammiversary 2007, where Chris Harris was supposed to be in the opening match, and they replaced him with Senshi, and then he turned out to be the missing guy in the King of the Mountain match. Yes, I know, that's the King of the Mountain match. It's one of the bigger pay-per-views. This is for a tag team title match on one of their lesser pay-per-views. But I think it could have worked. You know, I think they could have found some way, but I understand how some people would have said that wasn't the right choice. But if that wasn't going to work, I think the best opener should have been Ray and Dolph. I thought they had a pretty good match, and that should have been, well, not pretty good, a good match. That should have been the opener for me. They treated that match like, you know, one of the main events. Aside from the 2 world title matches, that was like the most important match on the card. Still, you still could have put it at the opener. Once again, WWE has done this, where they take a match that they seem to be very important and put it as the opener. This match I thought was good. You know, I'm giving it 2 3/4 stars. I did enjoy it. I especially liked the last 5 minutes. Vince McMahon, I heard, complain that he said this match didn't get the crowd hyped into the show. Vince, this crowd was horrible. It wasn't these guys' fault. This crowd was just bad. I was entertained by it. A lot of people got them into the show, so don't blame Jericho. I mean, don't blame the Big Show. Don't blame Legacy, and especially don't blame Jericho. Jericho actually did a pretty good job, I thought, of getting over DiBiase and Rhodes. And I liked the finishing. I liked the last 3 minutes. I thought were really good. It tempted me to give this match 3 stars, but I'm staying with 2 3/4. Next we go, Christian versus Tommy Dreamer. I also thought this was a very good match. Well, not I keep saying it. It was a good match, 2 3/4. I would give it 3, but it was a little short. It was only like 8 minutes, I think. And for an ECW title match, I want a little more, especially since the ECW title matches the last few months have actually been pretty good. But I still enjoyed the match. Christian and Tommy Dreamer have pretty good chemistry. Christian is the fucking man. I mean, Christian, I've always seen a lot of similarities between Christian and Edge, but I don't know why in this match I can really, really see Christian's talent. And I could see it, especially against Jack Swagger and the Triple Threat and the Scramble match. But I don't know why in this match, but his talent just shined more in this match than it did in the other ones to me. I don't know why. Christian winning, I think that's a good call. I agree with Sanders Robin. The smart move is Christian Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin has a win over Christian. It makes sense. But knowing WWE and knowing Vince is apeshit for big fat guys, well, not fat necessarily, just big, we might see Christian and Kozlov, and also that makes sense kind of with the story. But I'd rather see Christian and Sheldon. I think everyone wants to see Christian and Sheldon at SummerSlam. Okay, next we get to the 6-pack challenge. I really enjoyed this match a lot. I'm gonna give it 3 1/4. They put Primo in, yay! Booking, nonsensical. why does Primo, Carlito beat him up, threw him to the table and all that. Primo gets a pin over him, and now Primo's forgiving him. Primo's saying, you know what, okay, we'll work together. And they work together the last 5 minutes, and then Carlito turns on him. It made Primo look really gullible and really stupid, in my opinion. I really think now Evan Morton's neck injury is a little more serious. I definitely think it would have been the right choice for this match. Not The Miz. And I would have said, well, I guess The Miz kind of makes sense with this promo he did at the end. And especially now with Carlito, but since they put Primo in, I guess Carlito kind of works. I wanted The Miz to win, believe it or not. I figure I don't like him being in the match, but I'd rather have him win. And when he and Jax, when MVP did when he did like a facebuster and MVP did the playmaker on Jack Swagger, I thought The Miz would get the win right there. He didn't. Kofi Kingston gets the win after Carlito backstabs Primo, which I really did not like. And Kofi gives Carlito the Trouble in Paradise. Pretty good match, 3 1/4 stars. I did enjoy it. Okay, then we go to the women's title match. Oh yeah, Punk's promo after the first match, tremendous. Promo of the year, in my opinion. I haven't seen one better. Punk's best promo in the WWE. I can say that with a straight face. Just all around awesome promo. Okay, so women's championship. Michelle McCool versus Melina. This was very good for a Divas match. I'm going to give this 2.5 stars. You know what? This is probably the WWE's best women's match of the year. Probably the Royal Rumble with Gail and Melina was a bit better. To me, they're around the same. This is probably better, in my opinion. Actually, no, probably the Royal Rumble might be a little bit better. But still, this was a very good match. For a women's match, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of it. I thought it moved well. The women had a much better match at the Bash. There wasn't a lot of screaming. You know, the opening spot with Michelle kicking Melina off her entrance, that was cool. The DDT on the barricade, yeah, it was botched. To me, it looked all right. You know, I didn't expect much from this spot in the first place. I overall enjoyed the match, 2.5 stars. Then we go to the WWE Championship match. I was surprised this wasn't the main event, but I guess it kind of makes sense. I kind of knew. I didn't understand at first why Punk Jafari was the main event yesterday when I saw the match cards. And then after seeing Punk's promo, I guess it kind of makes sense that match is the main event. This is match of the night for me. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I really did enjoy it. To me, it's better than the WrestleMania 24 match. They gave it more time. I thought they worked better. I liked the ending more in this match. Well, I didn't like the whole fact of Legacy coming in. But the boots to Triple H, you know, you can kind of see that Orton kind of botched that a bit. And it was kind of Orton's ankle. And like it usually is Orton's ankle, but there have been, I think, one occasion where he does use the boot. And I really just did not like the ending that much at WrestleMania. I thought this ending, you know, was RKing on Cena with Cody Rhodes on top of him. I thought that was a better ending. And I liked the match more, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give it, I'm really disappointed that Cena got pinned, because I think that opens the gateway for Orton Triple H again at SummerSlam. I mean, it's not that I wouldn't order the pay-per-view. For those who say, I kind of don't agree with saying it's Robin. If Cena, it was Triple H and Orton at SummerSlam, I would order it. Come on, it's SummerSlam. SummerSlam's a pretty big pay-per-view for WWE. It's not like I would not order it just for that one match, which I personally don't think the feud is that bad. I think it's not good, but I don't think it's as horrific as everyone says. And if they're leading to Hell in a Cell between these two, I would definitely order that pay-per-view. That pay-per-view would be tremendous. Triple H versus Randy Orton in Hell in a Cell. They can do great things in Hell in a Cell. Orton had a very good match in the Hell in a Cell. Triple H has had several great matches in the Hell in a Cell. So yeah, that's why it shouldn't be Triple H Orton. There's not, like I said, there's not much more they can do. The most logical choice is ladder match, and yes, maybe they might not work in a ladder match, but it's really the only stipulation they have left that's not Hell in a Cell. What's next? Then we got to the Divas Championship match. Worst match of the night for me. I'm gonna give this a dud. Didn't like it that much with Maryse and Mickie. They should have cut a good 5 minutes, giving this a 3-minute match. The Miz's promo before, dumping Maryse and all that, great promo by The Miz. It would have looked a lot better if Punk didn't have his amazing promo earlier in the night. I'm going to give this such a dud. Didn't like it at all. Mickie wins, which I don't like, actually. I wanted Maryse to win. Like Trademark said, ooh, Mickie and Gail. They won't do that. Unless they want to turn Gail heel, they won't do that. We could have, if Mickie lost, the next person in line was going to be Gail Kim, and it would have been Gail Kim Maryse, or Gail Kim, I was hoping would win the Divas title. But no, now that's all fucked up, so I'm disappointed that Mickie won. Ray and Dolph, okay, this is very confusing for a lot of people. I'm going to give this 2 3/4. I have 3 stars. I thought it was a good match. I thought they did enough. People were confused by my video. If Ray won, I didn't want him to just drop to Dolph the next month. At the same time, I didn't want Dolph's character to be dropped. At the same time, I didn't want Dolph to be pushed to the world title. At the same time, I didn't want Dolph to win necessarily because the Intercontinental title would be changing hands for a long time. And plus, Ray, but also, you know, I think they really need Ray in the main event. They need him now more than ever with Edge gone and Undertaker still not back. Besides Jeff Hardy and John Morrison's debatable, you need Ray in the main event. But I think the best choice would have had Dolph to go over. Out of all the scenarios, I think the least catastrophic scenario would have been to have Dolph go over. But I still like the match. Main event, liked it a little, 3.5. Didn't like as much as everyone else. Didn't like Jeff winning too much because who wants to see Jeff John Morrison? I mean, it could be good, but it doesn't really make sense with the story unless you want to turn John Morrison heel, which he shouldn't do. The XX Straight Edge, please come back. Don't leave, man. I really like your videos. Don't leave. Okay, guys, I'm Big Rat 310. I'm going to give this pay-per-view a 7.5. Out. Peace.